What's up, guys? Welcome back to EG Pot of Thunder with your boy, the young light skin Keith Sweat. And we're here with my guy, Mr. Bo Lewis Jr.
What's going on, folks? Excited.
All right, this is going to be a good time. We are pre-gaming for a day show right now. And you know what? I usually wait to take 2 shots, but let's rip it off and let's continue this party going. Fuck it.
All right, let's get it.
Well, it hasn't started yet. We are starting the day show party now.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, baby. I'm gonna be in there trying to find a shorty to
shake some ass.
Would they say shake some ass? And what was it?
Shake some ass.
I thought I said shake some ass.
Shake some ass.
I thought I said shake some asshole.
She made up that podcast got nuts. That was Meech Thug right there, one of our most popular guests. She statistically is the most popular YouTube guest.
Really?
Yes.
From last week?
Yeah, both of them. At least part 1 and 2.
That's a hard act.
And they're 1 and 2 most viewed.
Hard act to follow. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try.
We're gonna try our best. So yeah, day trail should be a good time. I appreciate my guy Bo coming out. He's on these streets now, so he's gotta come and see what Rhode Island is about.
Yeah, back on the streets. It's been a little minute, but you know, got to get back out there. And I heard day trip was fire, so I had to check it out.
So have you heard from like multiple people? Because actually, there's like a podcast. Actually, Jay Nasty was on another podcast, so with another Rhode Island podcaster. And he was saying how he thinks Rhode Island's like party scene like competes with like any other cities he's been to. He DJs other places, and he thinks Rhode Island's scene can compete with a lot of other people's scenes.
I mean, that's what I've been hearing. I mean, I've had being around the Boston area, people come in and out of Pravi all the time. I've been in and out of Pravi all the time. Back when I was younger, it was definitely a little more ghetto, a little more ratchet, shootout
Improv
and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
I mean, depends where you're going now. You can still catch those vibes, but
yeah. I mean, it's always been a good time, and like you were showing me earlier, there's like billboards for this shit in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I be hearing about it over in Boston, so I had to come check it out. You know, especially since coming down here and meeting you and stuff. So
for sure. Yeah, we're working on some other projects together, but definitely like. But I think that's what States Island does a good job of. Typically, like their events, like the States Island events, is always like good vibes. No one's coming to like beef. No one's coming to do any type of nonsense. So
yeah,
I think they are like started a rep where like you don't have to worry about that. It's coming for the good vibes.
That's perfect, man. That's all I want. I want vibes. I want beautiful women, good drinks.
Oh,
and everything in between too. So
for sure. And I think it's like a little cool little segue to how we met. Because when we met, bro, it's crazy how close we are. But we met in those good vibes in Cancun.
Yeah, Cancun. What was that? Last April.
Last April, yeah.
Yeah, I went with a group of friends. I think day one, like as soon as we touched down, we went to this little pool area. We seen mad hookahs and bottles. We're like, yo, let's go over there. They kind of look lit. And then ended up meeting Effie, his little brother Brandon, his sister.
El
Ray, yeah. So I met this whole squad, and then we just been chilling ever since. We actually went to DR
2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago. With another one of my friends, but we had a great time, good vibes. I mess with the people out here.
Yeah, man, definitely good vibes. Like I think it says something, especially like getting older. I still think we're young, but like getting older from like high school age, college age, like people with those good vibes, just like lean towards them more, opposed to people who just mean mugging, who's not and like trying to have those good vibes. Like I don't understand people like that. Like I'm just trying to be around people with good vibes. You never know who you're gonna meet, when you're gonna meet them, what they're gonna bring into your life. Like who knows, like if we were meant to meet in Cancun to do this like a project we're working on right now.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You never know, literally. And we wouldn't get to that part if you were what a man, and you're like, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah. There's no need to be a tough guy. You know what I mean? We definitely all grew out of that stage. Like
I don't
especially
know
at this age. I mean, I won't say we all, but mature ones.
Yeah, definitely not we all. There's definitely still those people, and you're like, bro, are you serious? You're so with this nonsense. Like
it's corny. It's mad corny.
Yeah, definitely mad corny. I mean, and it's even people like, there's people like that. There's people like, oh, I'm not gonna like, why are you hanging out with this dude on vacation? It's like, bro, you just bring good vibes. You never know who you're gonna fuck. I'm like,
yeah.
It's like, yo, who the fuck knows? Like, just cool ass vibes.
I'm already fucking up the podcast.
Oh, fucking it's cool. Yeah. So so we met in Cancun. That was a cool ass vibe. So have you always been like a traveler?
I mean, definitely. In college, I think I went to my first all-inclusive. I went to DR. That's a crazy story. I didn't pay. Some girl paid for me.
Damn, you had a sugar mama?
Not even a sugar mama. She was a little younger than me. Just met her for 2 weeks. We were just chilling, cooling. And she was like, yo, you want to go on a vacation? And I was like, yeah, sure. And she's like, I'm dead ass. I'm on dogs. Like, do you want to go vacation? I'm like, okay.
Wait, what you say? On dogs?
On dogs. That's a Boston thing. You don't hear
I've
that?
never heard that.
On
in my
dogs.
life.
It's like dead ass. It's like I'm serious. On dogs. Yeah.
Is it still popping? Like, still
Yeah.
popular?
Everybody. Yeah. There's actually a mad, funny viral Twitter video of
Really?
some Boston niggas going back and forth, and he's like, "Hey, I don't got your money, nigga. On dogs." That shit is hilarious. I'll send that to you. But
I've never heard that in my life.
yeah, you'll probably hear more once you come out there a little bit. But for
shit.
sure. Yeah, but no, she just offered to pay. I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah, daddy's credit card. I'm like, what? I'm out. That's good.
Like her sugar daddy or her actual
No, like her
daddy?
actual father. Like, if he's seen this, he'll be sick. Like, ran that shit up. I was like, yep, straight to DR.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
it
I
was-
mean, that's low key having a sugar mama.
I mean, definitely, I guess so. And she was definitely cock blocking too. She was definitely trying to like be cuffed up, which I mean, I get it, but I was.
Well, I mean,
was
think
trying to-
about the opposite spectrum. If you're doing that,
Nah, that's
I'm
very
acting
true.
like I'm cuffing that up.
That's very true. That's very true. But you know, I was definitely getting the eyes. I was definitely getting looked at from mad different. You know what I mean? But I couldn't make a move. Had to be a little respectful.
Yeah, you had the cuss on at that point.
I know. I mess around, not get a flight back, and be stuck stuck in Punta Cana for who knows how long, bro. Now
Flipping fucking empanadas in the background. Like I'm to be in like those dancers, bro.
I gotta work it off. So I gotta work my way to a ticket somehow. Man.
Bro, those dudes were diesel. So we are at this DR resort, and every single like maybe hour and a half, these dudes, same dudes every day, out here doing Zumba.
Yeah, it's like 4 dudes, 4 girls. They all come out and do these like little dances to get people, you know, interactive and stuff. But then like at the end is when they get a little freaky. Like I'm talking like the girls is twerking, dudes is looking like
Shake some ass.
Magic Mike ripping their shirts off. They got 12, 16 packs. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. What's going on around here?
And then dudes are definitely smashing too.
Oh,
Definitely
yeah.
going off on
What?
these girls, bro. They're
Nah,
definitely.
these girls that were at the resort are loving these dudes. Throwing, splashing
Yeah.
with water, rubbing on their chest, and I'm like, yeah, they're getting some play for sure.
Bro, that was almost you. If you almost got left in DR. You almost ended up back
That was about to be my
resort.
job. Yeah, I almost had to do that for real. Like, if I didn't watch myself.
But where do you think you got that travel bug from? I'm like 60 episodes in, and I have not had a travel podcast yet. I'm trying to get people on, like talking about traveling and stuff like that. It always doesn't work out with certain people I'm asking, but yeah. So how did you get like the travel bug? Like, do you think that started maybe from like we like touched on it like briefly like before, but I know you said your dad was like in the military, so like you were traveling from place to place, right?
Yeah, so I was born in Camp Lejeune down in North Carolina. Then we moved to Okinawa, Japan for a year. He was on base. I was mad young. I was between 4 and 5 years old. Barely remember it.
So you're in North Carolina till 4, and then Japan.
Then actually Miami for a little bit because that's where my dad's from. Well, he's from the Bahamas originally, moved to Miami. Then we went to Okinawa. Then we went to Georgia.
Jeez.
Then we went to Mass and kind of settled there because that's where my mom is from. That's where her family's from. And my dad kind of just parked there. But
So how long were you in Georgia for before you got to Mass?
that was only like 8 weeks. They tried it out. They was looking for jobs because it was like a split decision. Like
Yeah.
let's go to Georgia. Let's go to Atlanta. Yeah, they were looking for jobs. Nothing. They couldn't get nothing. Couldn't land nothing. So went back up to Mass, where it's a little more stable. So, but the travel bug. I mean, I'm not really sure. I think it might have started with that trip with the young sugar mama. She brought me out to DR. I'm like, this is beautiful. The water, the women, the beaches is fire.
You don't think like growing up in that? So I guess you were too young to even remember the traveling.
Yeah, I was definitely too young. Like I said, I only remember bits and pieces of like, especially Japan. That's like in and out.
Do you think you would have? Do you think you would have enjoyed maybe like that military family, like going from place to place to place, or you think station and Mass is what was meant for you?
I'm glad I went to Mass. It's because the only reason why we didn't really do all that because my dad got out after 10 years because he needed to get Achilles surgery, which is basically like he basically said, you know what, let me just grab all my benefits and just get out. His plan was to like retire for real in the military and like do 25, 30 years. But I was not trying to be a little ROTC kid in military school and all that stuff. So I'm kind of glad.
So what do you mean by that? Because I'm like, so my brother has joined, but I'm still, when he reaches out to me, I'm never the person to talk to him about it because I feel like he talks about it so much with like my mom and my dad. I feel like he doesn't speak to me about it. He's like, he's probably just so tired of talking about it. So I still like don't know anything about it because that never intrigued me. So what do you mean? Like you didn't want to be an ROTC kid? Like,
well, that's kind of a joke because ROTC, I think that's like kids who want to be in the military.
see, I didn't even know that was a joke. That's how much I don't know.
They go to like a special high school or college. You know, like Mass Maritime or like Maine Maritime.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's like military schools like that. But no, like a lot of times people that deep in the military and that high up, they'll send their kids to like a military school, and like you don't have to join the military after it, but like 90% of the kids do. So that was probably the trajectory I was on if he stayed in and didn't get hurt. But thank goodness, we got out. Like my dad was infantry, like he fought in Desert Storm.
Oh shit.
With Saddam's army and stuff.
That's
was
nuts.
Front lines. Like as soon as he graduated boot camp, and like 4 months later, like you're going to Iraq. He said, "What? I'm going to where?"
That's wild. So wait, so what? So you joined what, like 1990?
He joined in 1990, like I think mid, and then I think I'm not exactly sure the dates, but I know 91 is when it popped off, and they sent him like literally the Marines. So they're the first in. Like,
that's nuts. Yeah, I mean, it's on your Instagram page. So I assume it's not that secretive, but like you said, your dad was on the cover of the newspaper, right?
Yeah, when the Saddam's army surrendered, they waved the white flags after they bombed the shit out of them, to be honest. Like, basically, all the infantry was just waiting back that night before shit went down. Mad jets, mad planes, bombed the shit out of them all night. And then that next day, the infantry was going to move through the city. But before that even happened, they all waved the flag. Like, nah, that was too much. And so the victory picture of them waving the American flag is my dad's unit on the Time magazine. It's like 7 or 8 of them waving a flag, and then they're on the cover of Time. So yeah, that picture's pretty dope.
I'm pointing because I'm putting it right here. So you send it to me. It's gonna be here in this video.
I got you. I'll send it to you.
So this is what it is here, guys. This shit is fire. This shit is dope.
Yeah, but I'm glad he got out because he would have been. All his buddies that stayed in did like 3, 4, 5 tours in Afghanistan. Like he would have been. You never know. He might not even be here today.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So it would have been just them going. So you guys would still be in Massachusetts, or you have to move out there with them.
It really depends. Like usually, I know he's a family man, so he would have wanted to bring us wherever he went, so wherever he got stationed. But
who knows where your life would have been?
Yeah, I could have been anywhere.
That's nuts.
It's like your brother's in Europe, right?
Yeah, he's in Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know where you get stationed. It's literally a crapshoot. So
yeah, his like whoever is above him, his whatever. I don't know what he's called, but. He's like, I've been trying to get stationed in Europe for 15 to like 18 years, and you got to your first station. He's like, that's nuts.
That's crazy, right?
He's like, I'm literally so jealous. You don't even understand. Brandon's like laughing. He's like, no, I'm like, this, like, seriously, like, I've been trying my hardest.
You got zero control over that. Zero. So, yeah, your brother definitely lucked out getting a beautiful country like Italy. I know he's having a great time down there.
He's definitely.
All things considered, I know he's still in the military doing his thing. But
yeah, so are those schools like you said the military like high schools? Do they have like football? Is it a regular high school? Or just like
honestly, I don't even know too much about it. I'm pretty sure it's still like a regular school. Sports, I'm not sure. I could imagine that Marine football team. Imagine that in your schedule. Like, we got to play who? The Marines? That's probably crazy. That's probably crazy.
That's definitely probably nuts.
That'd be crazy.
So, so he wasn't. So he was there. He had surgery, and then he just got out. Then he just became like. So he had all the benefits from that.
Yeah, he still was on the VA. He still, he can go to school for free when he wants. He's done, I think.
So is he like? So he's just done. He's just like pretty much retired at that point.
Yeah, he's retired. He's retired from the military, but he still works now for sure. But anytime he gets hurt and needs a surgery, or like I said, if he wants to go back and finish school, that's taken care of.
So he has like, what's like his job now? So you retired, you had surgery, you got your benefits, and you can. Does he have to work, or he just does it because he wants?
The benefits aren't that good. It's like living off maybe a little bit more than unemployment or something. It's nothing crazy, but. So you definitely still have to work, especially if you want to support a family. So he works at BJ's Wholesale Club. I don't even know if you guys have that out here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
but he works at the corporate office
that's cool.
out in Mass. He's been doing that for a while, so he'll probably just finish up with that. But yeah, he's kind of did what he needed to do to kind of take care of us. So I definitely commend him for that.
So do you think him as like a inspiration? Is that like someone you look up to?
Yeah. It's not like he did anything flashy, but he always did what he needed to do to take care of us. Me and my sister, my brother, my mom, of course. So, the path he chose, brought me to where I am today. So can't be mad at it. I'm definitely happy where I'm at today.
That's what's up. So like, what's that path you're on? So I know you are fitting in the mold of a trend I'm having with football players. And that's definitely going to be in here. Framingham alum. Receiver.
Yeah, I played receiver. And a little deep. I switched to DB towards the end of the career because I needed more help on that side of the ball. But yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah, so because we have a lot of high school athletes who follow the podcast page who are coming on the pod as well. I mean, do you have anything like any regrets like back in high school that you think could have changed better? Like, do you think you were strictly a D3 player? You could have done D2, D1, D1 AA? Is there anything
Uh,
on that path where you think you had maybe messed up? You could have done better grade wise.
Yeah, I say my grades weren't bad. I think I left high school with like a 3.3, 3.4, so like not bad at all. Definitely could have went a little harder for sure. I was actually supposed to play at UMass Amherst.
Oh,
well,
shit.
I was supposed to run track there. I was better at running track. And then the football coach hit me up like a couple weeks after I talked to the track coach and said, I want you to walk onto the team. Like I want you to play too. So I was going to be a double sport. But
At UMass Amherst?
yeah, but I didn't get enough financial aid to be able to afford to go there. Like my parents didn't have bread. I had no money. About 17 years old, I don't have money. So I had to go the D3 route just because it was more affordable. Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Because like it just was like, the tuition was just cheaper at that point. Because I know like D3 schools aren't allowed to give academic scholarships.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not academic. They can't give athletic scholarships.
Exactly. So like you said, the tuition is just way cheaper than anything I could have got at UMass. And I think I would say to the athletes is start the process earlier. Like start it early junior year. I kind of was lazy with it. End of junior year, senior year, like that's a little too late. Like start junior year, like think about colleges then, start hitting up coaches, talking to your guidance counselors to kind of see the best strategy for sure. That's something I definitely regret.
Yeah, I mean, Angel's at UMass Dartmouth now, and he was saying for his what he'd messed up on, he thinks he should have started his freshman year because he said he's started to turn his grades around junior year. It was just too late.
Yeah, like my grades were already pretty good then, so I didn't have to worry about that. Talking about that though, yeah, start freshman year with grades for sure.
Yeah, he's like grades, like he's like literally like one semester can just destroy you.
Yeah, it can destroy you for sure. Just strictly like recruiting though, like the recruitment process.
Oh yeah.
Don't wait for coaches. Obviously you get your little mails, your letters in the mail, whenever you do, but hit them up yourself and definitely show initiative. And even in like your junior year, even though you're kind of 2 years away technically, it's be like, I'm looking at your school. Keep an eye out. I mean, you'll be surprised at how many coaches actually circle back or actually kind of watch you develop,
Yeah, because one of my best friends, Patrick, he played at Utah State. He was saying the same thing. He's like, bro, you have to. He's like, he had a pod with Angel and Pat. He's like, bro, you need to reach out to these coaches because, like you said, sometimes these coaches are so overwhelmed. Like they're going to like those 5-star athletes, 4 stars, Like even like I know Josh Allen did that with when he was recruiting out of JUCO. Like you're gonna reach out all these coaches.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I only hit him up because he was actively trying to get looked at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know. All it needs like that first minute of your highlight tape where they're like, damn, this kid's
has
this
potential.
Kid's baller.
You don't even have to like, especially like you know your own talent. You know what I mean? Like you're not an Alabama, Clemson level player, but some of these other smaller market schools, they could see a little bit and can work with what you have. You know what I mean?
Bro, we were just watching because we're both Dolphin fans. We were watching the preseason game last week of Skylar Thompson out of Kansas State. Ball, like you said, Kansas State's on the radar.
Yeah, that's a low market team. You don't really hear many players coming out of there, but
all he needs to do is reach out to that coach. They need a quarterback. They get him. Now he's on the Dolphins.
Exactly.
And like we can't let him go because if we let him go, some others like we might put him on the practice squad. No way, he'll be gone.
With our luck, he'll go somewhere and go crazy.
Bro, he'll go to the Patriots. Mac Jones will get hurt. He'll come in and ball out.
It'd be like the next Brady or something.
Literally.
That's the Dolphins' luck, man. I'm just used to that. I'm used to that shit. It's crazy. Crazy.
No, definitely that's exactly how it'd be though. He needs like that one opportunity, and who knows where you'll lead to. You never know where that. Like, look at Tom Brady.
Exactly, man.
Literally look at Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, like Josh Allen. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, man, it's nuts. So like, but back to your football story though. So, was your dad like? Are you the oldest? Oh yeah, I've never.
Yeah, oldest. My sister is the middle child, and my brother is 18. Young brother.
So was your dad really involved like with your sports growing up, and did you have like someone like guiding you?
I mean, he was definitely present. Like he definitely went to games and sometimes practice when he could. He worked a lot though. Like there was a period of time he was working 2 jobs to help out, especially when we were younger and my brother was born and my mom was more just home, like taking care of us. But he definitely, offered his advice too. He played football.
Oh, really?
He played at Miami Beach High School.
Oh, nice.
That's like where Chad
Probably some ballers, yeah.
Like he played with NFL talent every day, every week.
That's actually what I was going to ask you. Do you think you would have benefited football-wise if you stayed in Georgia?
If we stayed in Miami,
Oh, yeah,
my
Miami
God,
too.
yeah, I'd be somewhere. I feel like I would have went D1.
Bro,
Just personally.
You'd have been teammates with fucking Antonio Brown.
Something crazy. Like
Lamar
that.
Jackson
Put
put
that shit
18.
on, motherfucker. But yo, my uncle.
I just realized that dance is Antonio Brown's dance.
That's
from,
his
like,
dance.
from his music video he did.
Yo, random thing. I was trying to see where I could bet of what the first NFL touchdown celebration would be. That's gonna be that.
The Dolphins all do it every time.
Everyone does it. Lamar
Jalen
Jackson
Waddle
be doing
does it. Yeah, Jalen Waddle does it with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that's too easy. That's too easy. But yeah, so my big football family. My dad played. He had two other brothers. They all played at Miami Beach High. But my uncle went to Washington State. He played receiver. He ran like a 4.3.
Oh shit.
Drew Bledsoe was the starting QB there. When he was
shit.
playing receiver, like he was nasty. But he hurt his spine.
That's also family history too. You're saying that my back's gonna be hurting in a couple minutes.
I know. Yeah. I got a bad spine, but he hurt his spine. Actually, had to stop playing football completely. And then he just went the academic route, got his degree in engineering, and now he's been working for Intel for like 30 plus years. He's like pretty high up.
Damn, that's crazy.
He makes good money.
30 plus years.
Yeah, Intel. Yeah, he's making pretty good money. And then my other uncle played at Florida A&M, 1AA school, HBCU, played free safety. He's a big dude, like 6'2", 6'3".
Oh, shit. Lucky.
Yeah, he didn't. I know, that's what I'm saying. He didn't make it, to the league or anything, but he did his thing. He got a full ride. So big football family.
Do you think is that what's motivated you to
play football? Yeah, I always wanted to play football. And the crazy part is I couldn't do it until high school because my family is so religious and we go to church every Sunday. So Pop Warner Sundays was just not. It's not allowed.
I was just about to ask you your Pop Warner story because I was just assuming you played.
I started straight in high school, bro. Brick for hands, I had nothing. The only thing I had was speed, and they're like, "Oh, this kid is fast. Everything else can be built."
Yeah.
So they just put me at running back. Got the handoff, and I make a couple moves, and I'm gone.
So you got tackled, and you fumbled it somehow. God damn.
Maybe at the beginning, but I started hitting the gym, hitting the weights. Got a little better, but. Sophomore year is when I switched to slot receiver just because, my route running got better, my hands got better, and then that's what I stuck with that in corner.
So were you watching previously in middle school or damn, I want to play or you just freshman, you're like, fuck it, let's do something different?
Well, I've been watching, my dad watches, he's a huge Dolphins fan too, and Miami Hurricanes. So that's all I watched my whole life, Hurricanes and Dolphins. So I just watched football and I wanted to play. I knew I did. But my mom is like, you're going to Sunday school, you're going to church, none of that football shit until high school. Damn, maybe, and even then she was like, maybe I don't want you getting hurt and all that.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I mean, I stopped going to church a while ago. I went to a Catholic high school, but I didn't go to church on the weekends. But there was not church at nighttime. They couldn't. She just didn't even care. She was like, it's not even an option. You're not doing Sunday mornings.
Really?
I'm asking you.
Oh,
there wasn't an option to go at nighttime or Saturday night.
There is an option.
Yeah, because I know because one of Brandon's friends, he actually played for. He played at Central Connecticut. And his family's really religious too. He's Nigerian, and they would go on Saturday night so he can play Pop Warner on Sundays.
No, so I went to
librarian.
I went to a Baptist church, if you picture a black church and all the stereotypes, everything. People pass out from the Holy Ghost, choir, clapping, jumping, all that. It was dope though. It was dope. Music, pianists, drums, all that.
Don't you have a family member who's a priest as well?
Yeah, both my grandparents are preachers, actually. Yeah.
Preachers.
At the same church.
Is there a difference between preachers and a priest?
I think priest is Catholic.
I generally don't know.
I think priest is only Catholic, but I could be wrong too. But no, so we were just Baptist, black Southern Baptist type of church. And they only have church on Sundays. But the thing is, they have two services, the morning and the night.
So
and it's not really, because we always would definitely go to the morning one and sometimes the night one. And we and my sister would be crossing our fingers please don't go to the night one, because it's an awkward time. It's 10. Well, black church is long, 10 to 12:30, 2.5 hours, and then the night service is at 4. And my parents are we're not about to drive home because it was in Everett, which is
I know,
yeah, which is 45, 50 minutes from where we were staying. It's we're not gonna go home. We're just stay out here and eat. I'm so literally all day affair, just all day, bro. It's crazy. And the second service even longer, 4 to 7. This is crazy. Bro.
But you wouldn't risk it to play football. Looking back on it, would you have done it if you could have played football in elementary school, Pop Warner?
I mean, if it was my choice, I would have, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
They're no, you're not missing church. You're just not. So that's how I grew up, and then
that's nuts.
High school, I just jumped right into it. Let me try this football thing out. Like I said, no real fundamentals.
Yeah.
But the first time we did sprints, I was cooking people. The coach was like, "Oh, okay, he's fast. Let's see what's."
That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah.
I had a set of twins on. They're both American, Caucasian. They're both
from
white.
the mountain of Caucasus.
Yeah, Caucasus, yeah.
Caucasus Mountain.
And I asked them like, what would you guys like? What was like your feeling when you went to camps? Like, it's kind of like reverse racism. Like when like white kids go into football camps, and you're like, these kids. They're like, yeah, but right when we ran the 40, people were like, oh shit, never mind. Like once you had speed, people were like,
if
never
you got that speed, like I was talking to actually one of my boys that we had this cold ass white receiver at my FSU, my college, skinny white boy. Like he looked like a hippie, to be honest. Like he wear the thong sandals, no socks, like just you know what I mean, doesn't look athletic at all. But when he got into the slot and like would run a route, I'll be like, damn, he's cold. Like the way he's just fluid and like he wasn't even fast or anything like that, but just the way he moved, he was just open and he had hands. And like, yeah, he's nice.
Kind of like a Renfro type.
Yeah, so like there's always like a part of their game which, because obviously you're like, oh, white boy, especially it depends on the position.
Yeah,
you see white boys at linebacker, lineman, like, oh no, he's probably nice.
Yeah,
QB. But as soon as you see DB and receiver, you're like, I don't know about that. Running back, I'm not sure. About
there hasn't been a starting white corner in the league since like 2001.
Yeah, and that dude used to get torched. So I'm not.
He's on the Giants. He's on the Giants.
I forget his name, but he used to get burnt. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, there has not been a starting white corner.
Insane. It's insane.
There's been safeties like every now and then. Like
there's actually what's that dude for the Vikings?
Yeah, Harrison Smith.
Yeah, Harrison Smith. He's nice.
Yeah, he's nice. So it's a little different than corner though, but
corner you got to be a different breed. I'll always argue that might be the hardest corner position on the football.
Well, it's ranked. I think it's QB first and then corner second.
I'd say
some say corner first.
I think athletic ability corner is the hardest.
Oh, 100%.
Obviously mentally and like what you need to do. Like the smarts and stuff, QB for sure.
Yeah, but like one of our the twins actually were saying, he's like, dude, I don't get how DBs do it. Like, I'm running full speed at you, and you're running full speed
backwards and sideways. You're never really running until they pass your hip, and you actually have to turn around and run.
Yeah.
It's such a it's crazy disadvantage. So you really got to be athletic as shit.
Yeah,
and you got to cheat a little bit. And just you know what I mean? Just
grab his hands. When
that's why you be seeing the jersey grabs and stuff like.
But you got to do it.
Oh,
you got to slap their
knees slap their knees. That's another.
Yeah, you got someone come by slap their knees because
this wire.
I can get you another one.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll keep my hands calm. I'm out here practicing drills and shit.
Maybe for this.
Yeah, that might work.
But I'm actually curious because I feel like I have not had this many people. I don't think I've had any person on. You said a Baptist church.
Baptist, yeah.
Yeah, because James shout out to James. He's at Central Connecticut now, and Freddie. They're brothers. But they're both athletes. Actually, you met Freddie. Came to your Super Bowl party.
Oh yeah. He's
the
track dude.
Yeah, track dude. Yeah, he played football too, but his brother plays football at Central Connecticut. But I don't think they're Baptists. I could be wrong. But either way, now that we're here though, so like, do you have any like funny stories? Like, so you like, your uncle is a priest, a preacher. So he's literally like the typical stuff you see like in like those Ice Cube movies, and they're like going off and
so the robe, they got the robe, they got the sash, whatever that come around their neck, they got all that, they got the sweat rag because it'd be hot up in there, no AC, just fans, just fans, none of that central. Nope,
they're not paying for AC.
Nah, they ain't paying for that shit. Hell, but no, there's actually a mad funny story. So like the singing or like the praise and worship is like taken mad seriously there, like. So, first off, some of the best singers I've ever heard in my entire life are from the church.
Is your sister a singer? For like,
my sister goes to church, but they don't go to Baptist church. Like the only people that stayed at that church are my grandparents. But like my parents go to a different church than my sister and brother. But everybody sings. Like I don't know.
You sing too?
I could sing kind of. I could definitely sing, but I'm not gonna do it out loud.
10 bar, quick 10 bars.
Nah, I'm gonna need a quick 10 bands if you want me to sing right now on live. Like, nah, I'm not doing it. But
technically, we're not live. We're pre-recorded.
True. No, you got me there. Five bands. But the funny ass story. I'm swearing about to talk about church, but like I said, they be taking the singing and like the music mad seriously. And there was a second service, that 4 p.m. service. So I'm already tired, bro. Like I'm not trying to do this. I'm like 10.
You do double sessions at church.
Double sessions at church, like 2 days practice, bro. It's tough. Especially trying to stay awake. But there's usually like another church will be like a guest church, and they'll have a guest preacher and a guest like music band and stuff like that.
Every single service.
Almost, not every time. I'd say maybe like half the times, like every other night service, there's a guest church there from like. Actually, there's a couple of them from Rhode Island, Connecticut, and stuff.
Oh, really?
There was one band playing, and the drummer was going in and going crazy at like one, like not a solo, but there's like certain parts of songs where like each instrument kind of gets their own chance to turn up.
Damn, so it's kind of like you got a concert too.
Yeah, it's bro. The music was fire. That's the only thing that kept me awake. I'd be falling asleep. All of a sudden they play the organ. I'm like, oh shit, the fuck, what's going on? I'm like clapping, like, what's going on?
That Alicia Keys.
Yeah, but yo, this drummer was going crazy, and then the next drummer, when it was their turn to do their song, he was like almost challenging the dude, like doing tricks and stuff. My dad was looking. I'm like, yo, they're kind of going hard. Like, what's going on? And then the next time the second drummer went on, he forced it. Like he went on like a insane like solo thing, but where the preacher was like, "Hey, my brother, relax. Like, yo, you're going crazy right now."
They're having freestyle Fridays.
They were like having like a, I don't know what they were doing. It was like a drum battle. That shit was crazy. Like you got served, but with drums. That was crazy.
They probably had Twitter beef before they came.
Yo,
out.
They probably had something, bro. Hilarious. So
Oh, you think you're better than me? Catch me on Saturday.
Yeah, yeah.
Catch me Saturday, my brother.
Stay humble. Stay humble. So that was hilarious. That kept me. I was loving that when I was like 11. I'm like, this is my first time. I haven't even heard of rap beef yet because I'm too young. This is my first rap beef ever. Two drummers going crazy.
It was Jada Kiss at 50 and the preacher.
Yo, hilarious, bro. Hilarious. But there's that. There's always like, you know, when someone catches the Holy Ghost and they be passing out and stuff. Ladies be doing that all the time. Some lady went back. You know, I don't want to say I don't believe it, but it's definitely a little bit of acting going on. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of acts. But this lady fell back on some, you know, Holy Ghost stuff.
So why? So I never thought that was real. I literally thought that was like extravagant for the movies, exaggerated.
Bro, no.
So what are they? So you gotta school me in that. I literally thought that was exaggerated for the movie. So like what they're saying, like I mean you would know you were there. So what are they saying for that person to faint?
It's not even the it's more during the singing and like the song. So like the song is going crazy and they're up dancing and then they get so overwhelmed and so caught up in the moment and so caught up in all of it that they catch the Holy Ghost, which is like kind of like the God spirit entering their body and then they can't really have control. They're just you know what I mean, doing their thing.
Or they just have high cholesterol and they have an attack.
Or they're choking. Like,
choking
help me, somebody help me. Yo, so this woman did it and like fell back and like there's people that like go around like not priests, like deacons and pastors and stuff that go around to kind of like catch the people and like guide them down and pray over them. This one lady dropped too fast, couldn't get caught. Bop right off the pulpit or the pew.
Oh my!
Right the corner. Boom.
Sheesh.
Like loud. Like to the point where like even some of the choir was like, "Oh, is she good?" like I couldn't tell if she was knocked out. Like I don't know if she was bleeding. Nothing. But mad people came, took her out. I'm like, wow, that's a little.
Sheesh.
She really caught it then. But yeah, man.
Wait, what's the difference between a deacon and a preacher?
That's a good question. I should probably know that since I'm.
I generally
like,
don't know.
I mean, if you're just doing like the hierarchy, like it's like the bishop is the head of the church. That's usually the guy in the most extravagant looking purple gold kind of.
Is it purple for a reason? I'm so interested in this conversation. I generally don't know anything about this.
Look it up, man. It's like I said. It's when the movies like they try to make it seem over the top. That's really how it is for real. So there's the bishop, and then there's like the preachers. There's usually like a second in command preacher who like will preach second up if the bishop doesn't. And then there's other preachers who.
And they're all talking every single service?
No, it's usually just the bishop.
Oh.
But like I said, the second in command person might do like if he doesn't feel like it, or if God is telling them to let them talk, then they'll speak. But it's
laugh like
it's almost like
sometimes
it's like up at the top, like the pulpit. It's the bishop at the main seat, and then to the left and right, there's other pastors. It almost looks like we're in a castle, and there's the king and like the princes. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So
are these people like worship? Like, does your uncle have like a crazy following?
No, they're definitely not worship, but people reach out to them a lot for help. Like, you know, pray over me. Like, it's kind of almost like a counselor. You know what I mean? Like somebody to help you out. But yeah, I grew up in that atmosphere from age like birth, and then I probably stopped going like junior year of high school is when my parents stopped like forcing me to go.
Similar to James and Freddie. So yeah. I'm not sure if you guys are the same or not. I don't know.
And then I mean, honestly, I'm ashamed to say it. I really haven't been back since. Like, I'll go on the holidays, like Mother's Day and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm just either working or hungover or on a trip somewhere. This is all bad excuses, but yeah. Just being honest.
Yes.
I'm outside.
That's
Yeah, I'm outside. So crazy.
Does your parents
I should be inside. They're not even mad. They're just like, yo, you should come to church. I'm like, yeah, for sure. And then I just don't do it. And they're just like, yeah, you should come to church. They just keep on asking. They're not like mad.
Yeah,
Because I feel like you can't bully someone to go to church.
Yeah.
That's against the whole point. You know what I mean?
Are they go weekly still?
Yeah, they're weekly goers. My grandparents are weekly goers. Brother and sister. I was actually talking about this with somebody earlier. Me and my aunt are like almost the same. Like we don't really go to church anymore. We party a little too hard. You know what I mean? Thanksgiving we go for that walk. You know what I mean? Let's go for a walk. You know? We do that. You know, that's my girl right there. But yeah, I mean, I definitely want to go back soon and definitely experience it again for sure.
Have you ever? Wait, so who was like your motivation to get? How did you get better? Your inspiration to get better at football? So you said you came in with no hands. You're just fast and everybody. So how did you get better to progress to play D3? Because that's a big accomplishment from going from not playing at all to, playing college ball. Not everyone can say they played college ball.
Yeah. I'd say obviously my dad, just because, where he played and who he played with and stuff. So I kind of want to live up to that name. And then, honestly, I was just watching a lot of highlights. I'll say Reggie Bush might be my number one.
That college highlights.
Oh, my God.
Absurd.
Him and Tavon Austin are insane. I had those two tapes on loop every day in high school. Every day.
Tavon Austin's like a human juke stick.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense what they were doing.
His APs is crazy.
APs is ridiculous.
Nuts. It doesn't even seem like a real person. It's like, how is this person playing against these other kids? Like,
you remember what's that dude from Oregon? DeAnthony Thomas. His was cold.
I can't say I watched it.
You need to watch his shit.
Yeah, I got to check it out. Those football ones are definitely the ones that stick out to me like the most. But like them like basketball ones, like Vince Carter's highlight tape was nuts. Obviously LeBron's is nuts.
Yeah.
But
I like AI's hoop mixtape was
yeah,
nice too.
Do you remember Don't Blink mixtape?
No, I don't think I do.
There's like a site that just played they put the compilations like the craziest crossovers ever. And like everyone at my high school would just be able to be in like the computer room just watching it.
Really? Yeah. I used to watch the N1 stuff. I know that was kind of like not real basketball because they're doing all the tricks and stuff, but that used to give me hype too.
Yeah, So when did you play varsity? Your sophomore year and junior year?
So freshman year, the funny thing is that they pull up all the good freshmen at JV, and they did that for like, let's say there's 10 like really good players on our team. We had a big school, so there was like 60, 65 kids on our freshman team. And they pulled the top 10. Out of the top 10, they pulled like 7 up to JV. But my coach refused to let me and this other white boy running back, fast as shit.
Why did he refuse?
Tyler Skaka. Because he was like, you already took all of our good players. Like the freshman coach, like, we need somebody. You can't leave it with all the scrubs. So he didn't let me or my boy Tyler go up. And then next year, I was on JV, but I was second string corner and slot receiver because the starter was a senior and he was good.
And JV?
No. So I was second string varsity, but I was starting on JV.
Okay.
So I would dress for both, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're swinging.
The funny thing is like my first ever. So I went from my last game freshman year was obviously a freshman game, and then the first game I played in was varsity because the first game of the year against Walpole, the starter got caught cramps in the first series.
And you're like, yes.
So I was in the game immediately. Not really. That team was disgusting.
Really?
There was some running back. His name was Ryan Izzo. He was like a 2,000+ yard rusher.
Oh snap!
Like D1 looks. The very first play, I come in that corner. I'm like first quarter. They do a toss right to me, right to my side, and they pull 2 guards. So I'm looking at him like, oh, I can make this tackle. Look up. There's 2 6'6" monsters running around me. Pancake. Straight to the ground. Rude awakening. I'm like, from freshman football to that was crazy.
That happened to Brandon. I think his first play in varsity too. I think it was against Cumberland. Literally same exact thing. You didn't see him coming pancaked. I'm like, oh god.
I was seeing stars, bro. Like I've never officially had a concussion, but I wonder how many concussions I've had because that play I definitely got rocked. Like,
yeah, like your shit was like literally ringing.
Yeah, my shit was ringing. I was seeing little white dots. I'm like, yo, my shit is fucked up right now. But I'm not gonna be a bitch. You know what I mean? Dude, take me out. Your first play varsity to be like, yo, this kid is soft. Get out of here.
I knew I shouldn't have called him.
No, but I'm like, yeah, I'm good, coach. I'm good. I was not.
Bro, I remember my sophomore year, we had a really good senior class, and I went up against some kid. He played a URI corner, started, and I was supposed to tackle him. He literally just trucked me. Bro, he's like, you're supposed to make a move. He didn't make a move that struck me. My shit was ringing. I'm like, yo, everyone's, you're good? I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, no, I'm not good, but I'm good.
Yo, nothing used to get me more mad than when we do the open field tackle drills. And like, as soon as the person get the ball, they go like this.
Yes.
Bro,
like,
come on, make
bro.
a move.
That's literally what he did.
Shit gets me
Trucked
so
me. I'm
tight.
like, bro, come on, man. Like, I should have
tight.
fucking chop blocked your shit.
Yo, in college, you actually got to permanently, I don't even know if y'all can see this, but my thumb is definitely permanently
I can see
out
it.
of the socket.
Yeah.
Nasty, bro. We used to do this drill called the Donnie drill. Long story short, there's a kid named Kevin Donahue who used to hit like a fucking racehorse. So we named the drill after him because he's insane. But all it is receiver and corner matchup, slot and either outside backer and safety matchup. And then it's the QB hands the ball to the running back. It's just a blocking drill.
Yeah.
So receiver and corner, whatever, that's light. But the slot and the safety, they get a running start. Because obviously I'm not going to run forward. I got to stay my ground. And my freshman year, I'm 18. There's these. First off, you'll be surprised how many dudes are like damn near 30 playing college football. There's like 25-year-old, 26.
Yeah, that like a full like family and
like
shit.
a grown ass man, and they're all on roids because they don't check that shit in D3. Everyone's roided out of their mind. So I'm over here trying to play slot, and you know you can ask Gunna this too because we both play the same position.
Yeah.
Those dudes are just screaming, roided out of their minds. I'm trying to block. My hands are gone, bro. Permanently destroyed from that one drill, man. I'm so mad. That one drill got me. Oh my god, my thumb is gone.
Yeah, that's definitely the fucking worst. Yeah, so you start playing your so you have like 3 years of tape then.
We're still talking about high school, right?
Yeah.
I had tape. I was sending tape out. There was actually my head coach's younger brother came in. He coached DBs at Harvard. Came in 1 year to coach defense coordinator for the high school. But then he was going to go back, and he was trying to get me to play there. But I'm like, I can't. I got like a 3.3. I need a 4.0. I can't get in there. But yeah, I mean, there was a decent amount of schools, but I wasn't good enough to get a full ride, which is what I couldn't afford to pay the rest. You know what I mean? So whatever. So still did what I had to do.
That's what's up though.
Yeah.
That's what's up. You got to college, and then just it was just good ass time.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be easy. Oh, D3? No, Framingham was nasty. Like they won. We won our conference Super Bowl every year. We went to the D3 NCAA tournament every year.
So where's that played? Is that played in Massachusetts?
It depends who you match up against. We never played home because we were never the higher rank. We were always like sneaking into the top 25, so we'd have to travel. Texas.
Texas? Oh, so it's the entire nation.
New Jersey. Most of the time was New Jersey and New York who we played first. But the year actually after I stopped playing or finished my eligibility, they played a school in Texas. But
so they go to Texas? I didn't know that they faced nationwide. I thought it was like a regional type of thing.
yeah, bro, it's like it goes by the rank. So
Oh, so Framingham's that good?
yeah, my freshman year, our defense was second in the nation.
Oh shit.
And then the year after I played, they were first in the nation in like pass defense. My boy JQ, nasty. He had like, I forget what the record was, but he had like 5 picks in a game or something insane.
Oh, shit.
Like, yeah, Framingham was always doing their thing. We'd probably lose maybe 1, maybe 2 games a year, maybe. So like 9-1, 10-1 every year.
Are you guys like superstars on campus? Like everyone knows who you are and shit?
I mean, I want to say it's like that, like movie shit, but I mean, yeah, Framingham was a fun school because it used to be an all-girls school. So that's the coach's favorite line. After they had their whole spiel, oh yeah, and it's 75% girls. Everyone's like,
really?
what?
Damn.
Sign me up now.
Sign up to 75% girls.
Yeah, hell yeah.
gonna say,
I'm already a little lit, apparently.
Oh, I need to clean this up for it stains.
My bad. First appearance on the show. First person spilling shit on the table.
So
Yeah, 75% girls. They definitely inflated a little bit. I'd say more 65. But you could tell when you go to parties, it's like, damn, like for the first time in my life, I'm like, there's not a lot of dudes here. Like, it's like there's a lot of girls. Like I used to get calls from my friends like that are girls, like, can you guys hurry up? There's too many girls here. I'm like, what?
you don't hear that often.
You never hear
don't
that.
hear
We're
that.
all speeding to get there. Like, let's hurry up before they all.
They
leave.
want some dick. Hurry up. Let's
Yo,
go.
it's crazy. Yeah, but no, it was definitely a great time. Football was a lot of fun.
I can picture our mutual friend saying this on the way to parties.
You know how to swing that thing.
Now you're swinging that thing.
You know how to swing that thing.
Yeah, we were doing a little more than that too. Trust me. But, yeah, we had a good time. And between like my friend group, we probably had like 4 different football houses. So we just rotated parties. Like, yo, who's throwing a party tonight? Like, oh, I got you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I made the best of of that situation for sure. For sure.
Would you? So you guys didn't have to join a frat. You guys are pretty much a frat at that point.
Yeah, there's definitely no frat, but yeah, everyone's cool. Like, it's like, and everyone let us into their parties. Like, we used to have these beefs with the hockey team for some reason. These are like 30-year-old Canadian men. Like, there's a lot of Canadians that came to play hockey at Framingham for some reason.
Yeah,
But like, they try to be like, you can't come to this party, and we'd be like, just fuck out of my way. Like,
yeah.
it's like 20 deep.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fight everybody? No. Okay, excuse me. You know what I mean?
Way more than 20 on a football team.
Well, I mean, there's parties everywhere, but
yeah,
you know what I mean. But even just like the crew, like just pulling up, like, yeah, we definitely bullied our way into some parties. But yeah, no, we had a great time, man. We had an amazing time over there.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really even heard of Framingham probably until I met you. I knew of this.
I mean,
school,
it's a small. It's not. I mean, 15 minutes outside of Boston, like nothing crazy. So there's like a lot of Boston kids that go there. That on the football team. So I thought D3 was gonna be a cakewalk. No, absolutely not. There's a lot of dudes who were on D1 and got kicked off for fighting or grays that were like, I'll just go to Framingham because they're a good. You actually still get NFL looks.
Yeah.
There's actually a kid, I forget his name, but he's on the Seahawks right now.
Yeah, we were just watching him.
Yeah, he's number 49. I forget his name. I actually didn't get to play with him. He was a little after me, but he's killing it right now. A kid my freshman year, James Muirhead, he got picked up by the Rams. He got cut after camp, but he played D tackle. Still got a look.
That's so nuts.
A couple of my boys, like the Pats and like the Cincinnati Bengals, would come to the games to watch them play. Like you could definitely get some looks, at D3. So a lot of guys who would get a little disappointed that they're not getting those D1 or D2 looks. You never know who's watching, even at the D3 level. Like you could still make it, man.
Yeah, like you said, the Pats are definitely watching.
Yeah,
those teams.
Pats are watching.
Yeah,
especially like Belichick. He's such a fine-tuned recruiter. He knows where to look. He knows to find those gems in hidden places. So don't think you're playing at D3 that there's no shot.
That's nuts. How do you even think you come on his radar? You think your stats are that good that he gets a?
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Like I don't know if he's sending out coaches to every damn D3 game in the state to make sure they're not missing anything. I don't know if he's surfing the web to see the stats. Like, oh, this man had 200 yards 3 games in a row. All right, let's go check him out. You know what I mean?
There has to be some type of analytics to it.
Yeah, there's definitely some.
How does he know some random receiver for Framingham is doing good?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got a system and it works. So
hey, he got Malcolm Bullard and that won him a championship.
Yeah, exactly.
So imagine how many of Malcolm Bullard he's looked at.
Was he a D3 kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was D3.
Where'd he play?
Like Western Alabama or some bullshit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, even like some of these dudes, I know they're like run-of-the-mill stories, but wasn't like who else played JUCO? Wasn't T.O. a JUCO dude?
Maybe. I know Cam Newton was. Aaron Rodgers was. Josh Allen.
Did A.B. play JUCO before he went to?
Sounds right.
He did. I know there's actually 2 dudes who played on the same team in JUCO. 2 receivers. You're like, imagine playing against these 2 receivers in JUCO.
Like Garrett Blount played JUCO in Kansas.
Oh, you probably ran people the fuck over. That's a terrifying. If I saw him line up, I'm like, oh my god, that dude is terrifying.
He's definitely fucking you up.
Yeah, he's fucking you up.
There's definitely no way you're stopping that motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a scary dude, bro. No,
yeah, but imagine how many people though who hasn't made the NFL but have NFL talent. They were just like, who knows, the dumbasses. And you never know. Like, imagine those people that were fucking people up.
Yeah, bro.
That didn't make the league.
Didn't make the league. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of dudes who could have played in the league, but for fucking up, they just can't. Like too big, too hot-headed, or just dumb. You know what I mean?
So imagine just them in that game. They're probably destroying kids.
There's a kid. Actually, I went to high school with, Abu Torre. He was disgusting. Like picture perfect running back. 6'2", 220, ran a 4.5, strong as shit. Like was benching 400. He was just not good in the classroom. But he went from Dean College. You heard of Dean?
Yeah.
He went from Dean, and then he went to a 1AA school in Tennessee, and then he bounced around practice squads on the Steelers and the Colts. So that practice squad check still hits.
Yeah,
I'll take that. That's six figures a year.
Imagine being like, because Patrick had a funny ass story on when he came out with Angel, he faced Josh Allen at Wyoming 2 years in a row.
Oh, when he played at Utah, he probably torched their shit.
Bro, he's like, he was thinking, he's just like, bro, like, is anybody gonna cover this motherfucker? Like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Like, he's like, bro, he's like the white Michael Vick. He did literally whatever he wanted to. Like, just running, throwing across shoulder. Like,
yeah, he's a big dude. If you try to tackle him, he's gonna run your shit over.
Yeah,
he's a big dude.
All right, so the best JUCO players ever. I looked this up real quick. Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers, Damian Lewis.
Aaron Rodgers played JUCO.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson, Warren Moon,
Oh my God.
JPP, Alvin Kamara was probably torching kids.
OJ Simpson was probably running kids over. Oh my God.
Larry Allen, again, kind of.
Yeah, because there's a lot of JUCO schools where you can not even play football and just try out and you're on the team.
Keyshawn Johnson played JUCO, definitely destroying kids. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers went to Buttle Community College in Cal.
Never heard of that shit in my life. Oh, then he went to University of Cal, right?
Yeah. I don't know some of these players. LeGarrette Blount, East Mississippi Community College.
Oh my God.
Actually, I think Freddie went there. Mike, I don't know these people.
Yeah, so long story short is, your path might be different, y'all, but.
Yo, definitely Seneca Wallace went to JUCO. He was a great Madden player, bro. I'd put him over. I forgot.
Really?
And the Seahawks. I forgot who was the starting quarterback at that point. I would put him in and just scramble. Just scramble and just run all over people.
I used to back when I was a kid and just dumb as shit. I used to pause as soon as the game started, go to the fastest motherfucker on the team, put him at QB, and just scramble. Just scramble. Yo, it used to get my cousins so sick. Like, yo, play with a quarterback. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. You can't stop me. I'm not doing it.
Corey Dillon played JUCO too. He fucking
oh my God.
shit on people.
That's crazy.
Oh, hey, Daytro sent me a text. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, should I respond to them or what? Like, should I leave my red or they gonna let me in? What's going on with that?
I'll respond if you get me into fucking free VIP line or something.
That's crazy.
Oh, my sister called me. Well, too bad. We're doing a podcast.
Oh yeah, she's going too, right?
Yeah, let's call her on and see if she answers. We see how quick it is. It's already 53 minutes in this podcast. We're live, baby.
It's easy too. It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. We're into the life story of Bo, guys. People love the life story of people.
Nice stories,
Honestly, I love listening to podcasts as well on top of podcasting. And one thing that catches my eye is hearing people's stories, like hearing people's life stories, what they went through.
That's honestly not something
journey.
I'd expect people to care about like on a podcast. You know what I mean? I feel like popular topics and like what's going on right now is what people want to hear. But
think about it too, there's so many, I do both. But think about it though, there's so many people doing that.
Yeah, no, you're right. You got to find.
You need that one viral clip to get to that point, and then people will tune in.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So you need that too. But I don't know. It's cool. Like hearing, I have like a multiple variety of things, but yeah. But I am into life stories, though, for sure. Especially hearing like successful people's stories.
Yeah.
Let's see what she's doing. We're calling my sister. We're all going to day trip, guys.
She's probably lit right now.
You guys are listening to a lot, not live, but how plans are made in this day and age. I guess I don't know what the fuck you call that. I guess she won't answer the phone now.
Nope. She said FaceTime. I ain't answering that.
She FaceTimed me, so okay.
They treat you like every girl treats me every time I try to FaceTime. But no answer.
So,
crazy,
God,
right?
don't even get me
What's
started
good? Why do y'all do that?
Yeah, why do you gotta do that?
Why y'all play with us like that? It's crazy.
You know what? These hoes be out here tripping.
Call your sister a hoe?
Well, I guess technically I did. I was talking about someone else. I was on FaceTime somebody else. But
yo, so when's the next trip, man? Where is the next trip actually?
Well, we are going to Miami, so I don't know if you're asking that just to ask, but we are going to Miami.
We are going to Miami.
Like 14 days. So
my first NFL game, which is sad. Well, actually, it's because I don't like the Patriots at all. Probably gonna get a lot of y'all New Englanders mad, but you already know we're Dolphins fans. So
Dolphins fans, baby. So everyone knows I'm a Dolphins fan for sure.
Had to go to Miami to see them play the Pats. See them beat the Pats' ass.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna whip
my first NFL
that
game.
New England ass.
Tyreek and Waddle are going crazy.
There's no one's gonna stop.
No one's stopping.
No one's
my
stopping.
boy Christian Wilkins. Shout out Christian Wilkins. Played with them in high school for a year until he got moved to a private school because he was too nasty for my high
Even that back then he was that good.
Yeah, he was disgusting. He freshman year, 14 years old, started on varsity.
That's nuts.
The first time my first interaction with this kid at camp, he grabbed an apple and ate the whole thing. He didn't take off the stem. He didn't core it, do nothing. Ate the whole apple, 3 bites, gone. I'm like, who is this kid? Like 6'4" monster. Who is this dude? He was like, this kid is athletic. He was doing backflips. Yeah, we were doing conditioning, and he would just do a fruit backflip. We were like, yo, who? He's like 6'4", 300. How is he doing that?
So if you see them now, he'll still say what up to you?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen him in years, but definitely, I feel like he
recognize each other.
Hopefully, he's not too Hollywood for me now. You know what I mean? But
he seems like he's mad cool.
Yeah, no, he's a really cool. He's like I always tell people, he acts the same way now as he did in high school, a goofball. And like he'll just joke around, he'll talk all the trash until the blow of the whistle, and then he'll just run you over.
His live mics are always
his live mics are hilarious. His mics are mic'd up hilarious, man.
Don't you like when girls do that? All right, cool.
What was that? Leave you on red?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, man, do not disturb. I'm on a damn podcast, Casey, and you fucking call, you answer. Now we're live now, guys.
Did she say she was going to answer this time? There it is.
What's up, guys? Welcome to finally, virtually, but she is finally on the podcast. You can hear her voice.
Wait, can they see me?
No, you can just hear your voice.
Okay.
You haven't been on the podcast yet?
No, she's one of those people. She's one of those people, guys. Oh my God, I want to come on the podcast so bad. When? I'm free Thursday. Can't Thursday. Okay, how about Friday? Can't Friday neither. Okay, how about Saturday?
I work.
Can't Saturday.
I'm a server.
Okay, how about Monday? Can't that day neither. So then you don't want to come on then. Then you don't want to come on.
I do, but I work. You know, I got to make this paper.
Oh, yes, I bet. And you know why? Because she said she's shy. Now she's talking because you can't see her. There's difference being behind the camera and then being a phone call.
Yeah, that's true. How have you
Very
been, though?
true.
It's been a year and 4 months. What's up? It's Cancun,
I
right?
know. How are you?
I'm great. You getting lit today, too?
Yes.
Oh,
You're going to Daytro, right?
Of course.
That's why he's here.
So I just took my first shot of the day. So you guys see a shot, take a shot, or hear about a shot, take a shot.
Or if you're talking about anyone, though.
Oh, okay. All right, then.
But we're not doing that. We see you do it.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't see a shot there. So
All right, hold on.
we got her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
Where's your friend? You said you had a female friend. You're lying.
Why you got to run? You got to run to the
Today's the
shots?
day for me. I've been up since 6 a.m.
You got to run
I'm
to the
already
shots?
ready for
Yeah.
Daytro, and all my girls are like, we're only halfway ready. We'll be ready in like 3 hours. I'm like,
Oh my gosh, you're gonna be like
Halfway ready?
Yeah,
3
I
hours?
was like, oh, all right. I'm
Bro,
not waiting for you
David
guys.
said he was running. He's like, I don't think we're gonna be able to pregame because I'm running late. He said that too. I'm like, 2 o'clock. Where are you?
This man's in New York City. This man's in Manhattan doing something. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Wait, who said they're running late?
David. He's like, we're not gonna be able to pregame because I'm running late. How are you running late? It's 2 o'clock.
Look, one of my homegirls was like, oh, I can't pregame, but I'll send you guys the 15 because I know that I said I was gonna throw down on the bottle and stuff. But I'm actually gonna be on a boat with my boyfriend, so I'll meet you guys there at like 6:30.
Oh, good. I don't want it there anyway.
I was like,
Yeah, ew,
I was like,
boyfriend?
you're
Tell
not
us that.
coming.
First of all, if your background looks like it's fake, it looks like you're like in a movie setting. I don't know if you have like
No, this is the house.
I know what it is. I'm just saying like your background doesn't look like it's fake, like a movie setting.
Yeah, it kind of look a little. It's like a little fuzzy.
Yeah. It looks, no, don't change it. It's cool. It looks like that.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
No, it's like one of the fake Zoom backgrounds when you're trying to like pretend like you're out.
okay,
somewhere
ready?
fancy.
See a shot. Take a
Oh,
shot.
wait. Hold on.
We didn't pour it yet. Sorry. 2 seconds.
I'm actually recording you, so you're gonna be put on the podcast page. So like you hear your voice now, and I'm.
Oh,
screen
like in the
grabbing.
little.
Yeah, you're gonna be like in the corner. So
That was, to my fans.
keep talking if you want to plug something while I'm pouring the shots out. Well,
No, I've got nothing really going in my life right now. See a shot, take a shot. When they see this podcast, see a shot, you now have to take your
There
shot.
we go.
you know, Bo's uncle was a preacher, and he said it was just like how you see in those movies, like the typical black movies, where like people like they're preaching and then like, people pass out from like the Holy Ghost. I thought that was a lie. He says that's real life.
Huh? I mean, I believe it. When I went to St. John's, they had a Bible study, and
St.
it was
John's. That sounds Catholic.
It is. It was
Oh,
a
yeah.
Catholic college. That's where I did my first year of college.
Gotcha.
And I considered, fun fact, super weird, went to Catholic school my entire life, considered myself an atheist throughout high school and my first year of college. And I started going to Bible study because the kid I dated at the time's roommate, his dad was a preacher. And so he was a part of the Bible study there. And he would always tell us, like, yo, come to my Bible study events. Like, they're really cool. Like, and so one day we were like, we're just going to go to support him. And it was amazing. It's what made me feel like I'm not an atheist anymore. I felt like God really touched me. Those things are really real. You could not believe in God, and then you just feel it. You just know. So I believe in it. Like, I believe you could really feel the presence of like God and the Holy Ghost there. I've turned into one of those people. I believe it.
I love it. I'd love to hear.
So Bo's Bo's more the religious person I am, but let's take a shot first and I'll comment on that. Guys, see this? Look at the camera. We're good, guys. See a shot, take a shot. We are here live. We vibing before day show.
It's number 3, right? Lord
3.
have mercy.
Wait, so what's an atheist? I don't know the difference. You know- I don't-
Atheists don't believe in
Oh,
God. at
an
all.
atheist is someone who does not believe in God.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, I don't know.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Are you an atheist?
No. I'm in the. Honestly, What the fuck? Someone fighting back there? Is it you a fucking fight club?
Oh, that's Greg and his friends.
Fuck, are they fighting?
I think so. But like not like seriously, like
No, I'm at the Catholic school my entire life, but I don't. It's not that I believe in it for sure, 100%. But I don't like. Haven't been to church in that long, so I guess I just.
Hey, everybody does their own.
Yeah, I guess everyone does their own thing. I don't judge, but I don't really like. I don't know. I don't really think. If I'm being honest,
devote
if I'm being
your time to it.
honest, I just devote my time to it. I don't really think about it. But like, if someone's like, "Do you want to go to church?" Like, first of all, I haven't been asked that in that long. But like, if someone were to be like, "Oh, do you want to go to church?" I would. Like, I'm not like I don't believe in it. I just like. I don't know. It just really hasn't come across my board, I guess.
So my thing is, and it's so funny because me and Greg went to the gym this morning super early, and as we were going inside,
whatever. Huh? I thought he had a broken leg. How the fuck is he going to the gym?
Oh, we were doing arm workouts.
Oh, okay.
Upper body.
Yeah, no, we were doing arm workouts. But so we went to the gym, and so there was this guy outside. He was like, "Can I ask you guys a question?" Long story short, he wanted to see if we wanted to be a part of a Bible study, and so one of the questions he asked us was like, on a scale of 1 to 10. How much do you involve yourself with God? Like, he asked us if we believe in God first. We said yes. I said 6. And I said 6 because I was like, personally, I feel like I talk to God every day. Whether I'm having a conversation with him, I read the Bible, I strengthen my relationship with God every day. But I say 6 because there's people out there who are like, I go to Sunday Mass every Sunday. And I do this, boom, bang, boom, boom, by the book for their religion. No, I'm saying there's people who are like that. And that's why I considered myself to be a 6 out of 10 with, like, how close I feel like I am to God, because there's people who do that. But I don't necessarily feel like you can't have a 10 out of 10 relationship with God and not go to church. I feel like you cannot go to church and still achieve that.
I agree with that.
If you go to church and you're not fully there for what's happening, it's the same thing as not being there. You have to find your way to connect with God, your way to strengthen your relationship. Everybody's way is different. The same way that you, me, and Brandon's relationship with Mom is all different, but it's all equally as strong. I feel like it's like that with every individual and God himself too. You choose what path your relationship with God takes.
I agree. Church is not the end all be all either. Like my parents stopped going to the church I grew up in because of all the drama and all the shit talking the people in the church were doing. They're like, this is crazy. Like, I'm out of here. You know
people like talking shit about your family and stuff.
Not even about our family, but just like the drama, internal drama. You're like, this is not even. Why am I even at church? I could see this drama on the street. This is crazy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree. I agree with what you said.
Yeah, because it's like, what if I have one person who goes to church every single Sunday, but Monday through Saturday they're a terrible person. They're rude to everybody. They have no self-control. They commit crimes all the time. Why does that make that person a good person, though, just because they go to church every Sunday?
You didn't hear? No, we had an ad-lib. I don't think you heard it. Wait, you try to hear it real quick.
You trying to fuck.
Can you hear that?
No.
It says trying to fuck. Can you like it? I said Monday through Friday. I put it right away. I'm like trying to fuck.
Yes, but no, seriously though. But like, but then you have somebody who they give to the homeless. They go to homeless shelters all the time, or food drives, or food pantries, and they help kids for free, and they do all these great things, but they just don't go to church. Does that make? But they still talk to God the same way. They still have conversations. They still pray. That makes that person less holy or less religious.
Bo's entire family, which I just found out like really today, he has a really long line of people going to church. So like, would your parents think something, or everyone goes to church? Would they look down on someone who's doing that but doesn't go to church, or is it the same thing?
No, I don't think they'd look down at them. I mean, but they wouldn't. But I feel like a lot of religious people do. I feel like that's what turns people off from religion. Like they feel like they're getting judged mad hard by the people.
So they could be doing all that stuff Casey said, like going to church, doing the food drives, doing the toy drives, you be doing all this stuff, and they're still like, oh well, you don't go to church, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, there's definitely people like that for sure. Which is I don't believe in that, but I think everybody's relationship with whatever God they talk to is between them. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't be monitored by these other people, and you shouldn't live your life based on what other people tell you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think about it.
I mean, I agree 100%. Like I said, I've been in church in mad long, Catholic school my entire life up to college. But I can see, like, I think I can tell the difference between right and wrong. And
yeah, for sure.
I mean, I definitely don't agree with that, though, at all. Like, if you're doing all that stuff that Casey said, just because you don't go to church doesn't make you a bad person. Like, you're doing way more beneficial to the world and positive things to the world, opposed to people who do go to church and do the crazy stuff Monday through Saturday.
Exactly.
I mean, just a crazy example. There's literally priests who have been arrested and tried for molestation. And they devote their lives to God.
And they're sick. And they're sick.
You're a sick person. Just because you go to church and you run the church service every Sunday doesn't make that sole act doesn't make you a good person. It adds on to your strength, to the strength of your relationship if you're getting something out of going to church by going. But it's not like just because you go to church, you're now a good person. All your sins cleared.
So you don't. So, I mean, I definitely agree with that exact example. But do you guys agree? I'm not sure if it's like this in the Baptist church, but like, do you guys are like, growing up, like, oh, if you go and confess your sins, all your sins are wiped away. Do you believe that to be true? Bo, answer first. Well, first off, is it like that in the Baptist church? Because like in the Catholic church, like you can go to confession. Hey, I did this. I did some crazy stuff over the weekend. I did this, and I spit in my sister's face, and I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Oh, it's all wiped away. Like, is it like that in the Baptist church?
Nah, there's no like, I don't even know what they do. What
it's called confession.
Oh yeah, there's none of that in the Baptist church. It's just prayer straight to God, from you to God. You just have to ask Him for forgiveness. That's just that process.
Yeah, so like you go, like you can either have the window open or closed. So like it's literally just like this. Like look, a little box. And if you feel comfortable, you can like open it up, and then you can talk to the priest like right here. Hey, I did this other day. I didn't mean to do that. I fought with my mom.
You got to tell them face to face.
Yeah, I fought. Well, you don't have to. You can close You can close like.
But you still got to tell them. They hear you.
Yeah. Like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Like, I really, my dad was pissing me off, and I told him to go F himself. Hey, my son, say 3 Hail Marys, and you're all forgiven. That's what it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there ever? What if you say something wild? They'll be like, "Motherfucker, you're not forgiven. What'd you do?" You know what I mean? Do they ever do that? Or do
so
they
you
always
could
forgive
literally say anything, and they just give basically like how detrimental your sin is how many prayers they give you. So if you're like, "Oh, I stole my brother's bag of chips yesterday because I was hungry," okay, say an Our Father, you're all set.
What if you just killed
killed my neighbor's cat because she was annoying me for the past month. All right, I think you got to say like 10 Hail Marys, 10 Our Fathers.
What if you killed your neighbor? Did they call the cops?
They're legally like bind to not say anything.
They can't.
Remember in Power when Tommy told the priest he kills people?
Oh.
That's like
separation
legit in real life.
Of state and religion.
He's not supposed to say nothing. That's why Tommy, like real life, that's real life. Like Tommy, remember Tommy in Power?
I do remember.
He's telling him like, "Oh, I killed this person on the day, blah blah blah." They're legally not supposed to say anything.
But
I mean,
like,
they
at
could.
what point would a priest have to say something?
I don't think they do. I don't think they.
What if you're talking to a serial killer?
I think that they can advise you to like tell on yourself. Like I think that if you want to be absolved, you should go to the cops and turn yourself in. They can advise you to do things like that. To be like, God will have more mercy on you if you're showing that you're genuinely sorry for your sins. They can say that, but they can't go to the cops after be like,
so it's like
hey.
It's like a therapist, right? Even though actually I think therapists can actually technically go to
therapists
the cops, right?
can. After a certain, if you're threatening to harm yourself or others, therapists can break that law, like that HIPAA law. They can go to the authorities because it has to do with like your safety.
I have an uncle and a cousin. Is actually his son, who are priests. I kind of want to have them on. I would have a lot of questions for them because I'm thinking we're right. Me and Casey, we could be wrong.
We could be very wrong.
We could be wrong, but I think we're right. But I kind of want to ask them.
I went to Catholic school my whole life, so I feel like that's
Equal
kind of the
Opportunity
gist
Podcast.
of it.
Get every.
Oh, I'm not. Manny would definitely be down to come on and talk about it.
Oh, 100%.
And my cousin,
His
my
wife
uncle
would
JC.
too.
Yeah, my uncle JC is a priest. Mad cool. He's mad cool. I would love
Yeah,
like
they
that.
definitely know the ins and outs for sure.
Yeah, that'd be kind of a cool podcast. I'm thinking about it, but like, yeah, this is definitely a football and a church podcast.
I know this is definitely turning into like.
But it's intriguing. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, we didn't plan any of these combos. Like, it just all flowed naturally.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, wow, so this is the combo we're having, okay?
Yeah.
It's just
all right.
It
I don't know how it got
genuinely
here,
Yeah,
but
I have
it
no
really
idea how it came here, but we're here now. I don't know. We're here now. This because I'm like, no one's like, because he said he was Baptist church. I'm like, I've never had nobody at this point who went to a Baptist
But
church.
also, like, I don't like church because I felt like it never connected to me. But I advise, like, don't just give up after, like, one church. Really, like, those people who go out and really find the church that they belong to, like, they're smart. Because, like I said, like, when I went to St. John's, it's a Catholic college. So their Bible studies were Catholic Bible studies.
Wait, you're forced to
But
go to Bible study?
I loved their Bible studies.
Probably.
Like,
Probably in the
it was, like,
curriculum.
it was fun. It was interactive.
Wait, Casey,
like,
you're forced to go to Bible study?
No, I went to go support my friend.
Oh.
Wait, so what's the
And
difference
that's,
between a
so it
Catholic?
was crazy. Like I said, I considered myself an atheist. My friend at the time who went to St. John's, his father was a preacher. So he would do the Bible study at St. John's. One day we went to go to like one of the Bible study events and it was so cool. Like they had like live still animations, like the people who were a part of the Bible study acted out like scenes from the Bible and you'd walk around like it was like an art gallery and they just stayed there like just still. Super cool. Then they played like gospel music, but it was like interactive. Like they wanted you to sing with it, stand up, dance. Then there was a part where like everyone was silent and we were doing private prayers and everybody who wanted to could go up to the front to speak to one of the people who was organizing the Bible study, and they would basically just hold your hands and give you like a message that they feel like God is trying to relate to you through them. And that's actually what changed my mind about being an atheist. I did not know this person that I was holding hands with from a hole in the wall. I know they went to my school. They were probably seniors maybe, but didn't know their name. They did not know me, but the way that they spoke to me was like they've known me forever. They knew every problem that like I was going through and suffering at that time. Like it was an emotional release. Like I went back to my seat bawling tears.
Yeah, that's usually how that works. Like, just get hit with mad emotion out of nowhere. You know, it's kind of crazy.
That is definitely different. Wait,
But on that note,
wait,
Mom's telling me that Nova's crying inside, so I'm gonna let you guys go and finish your podcast. Thank you for featuring me. I'll see you guys later.
soon.
Peace.
Huh, interesting convo.
It's definitely an interesting combo.
You never know where these are going to go when you FaceTime somebody. Who's the next person we're calling? What convo are we going to have next?
I want to call. I don't know if this is my cousin's number. I'm very intrigued in that car. He's probably like, why is he calling?
Yeah, why? What?
Why is he calling me? But I'm very intrigued about that priest comment that I said.
About, like, are they legally liable to... Like, what if a serial killer comes in like, yo, I just killed my 10th person.
I'll get his number.
Tonight's going to be the 11th.
I will get it.
I just want to... I want to pre-pray. I want to pray in advance because I'm about to kill somebody.
I'm getting his number. We're calling him.
Because there's no way. They got to say something. Right?
I'm getting his number right now. Guys, we're calling... You've seen it on the podcast. Dee Natalia Perez. Let's see if she answers the phone. I know for a fact she got my cousin's number. But we're making the risk. You're getting how I'm getting his number.
Is she going to date you too?
No, she's not. I don't think so. I'll find out right now. I don't know. Interactive. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing for a date trail. We're finding out the priest's requirements. Come on, answer the phone.
To see what you can and can't tell your priest if you want to get away with the crime.
Answer. Come on, hurry up. What a hoe. Who else have his number? Oh, I know who I have his number. I have like I told you this before. I have like 1 million cousins.
Well, yeah, that Columbia trip that you almost went on, right?
Yeah, I just cooked because Brandon came home. Let's see if Sasha answers the phone. She's never been on the podcast before. She's supposed to. Then things got tangled up. She's probably like, why is Effie calling me?
I feel like the FaceTime is mad pressure too. Like
It is. Like, why is he FaceTime? Come on. Come on. Oh, my Lord. That's not even a... Oh, come on.
I told you, girls don't like FaceTime. They don't do it.
I'm
Unless they FaceTime you. If they don't FaceTime you first,
going to
don't.
call 1 million of my cousins so somebody answers the phone. Is this being recorded? Oh, let's see if she answers the phone. Guys listening, I forgot to have actually audio viewers. My bad. I'm gonna keep the podcast rolling. So that's crazy. There's no confession. Come on, answer the damn phone.
This is gonna bother him all day now.
He's
gonna be at date shows calling his 100th cousin in a row until somebody answers.
Someone's answering the phone. I'm getting his number somehow. How am I getting this guy's number? I haven't spoken to him in so long. Probably since he was married.
When was that?
I don't know. I was at it, but I don't remember.
That's how many trips this man goes. It was probably a destination, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't a destination wedding.
Okay.
Okay, he just disappear. Okay, I went to his Facebook page. I'm just gonna Facebook call him. Probably so random.
He's probably at church. Saturday, right? Do Catholic people have church on Saturdays? That's a weird.
Is he gonna? This is gonna be so random. I've never done this in my life. This is my cousin who was a priest.
I've also never heard a Facebook FaceTime or call. This sounds really weird.
He's probably not gonna answer. He's probably like, "This is a prank call."
Yeah, or like a butt dial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you could have sent him a message. I'm sure he'll respond to that. And to be continued on to the next podcast.
I'm getting this
because now the viewers want to know. They need to know. You got viewers that are planning to kill somebody, just killed somebody. They're like, can I tell my priest or not? I need to know.
Exactly. So they need to know this information. Come on, man. Answer
it's
the
important.
phone.
He's not answering that shit.
He's definitely that's too long already. Wow, you let me down, Manny. If you see this, you let me down.
Also, how many rings does he give you?
That's
crazy, right?
It's a while. This has been a while. Oh, my. Come on. You're never hearing from me ever again.
Wow.
I'm very let down.
All right, that's good. That's going to be to be continued.
I'm calling this random number I have from him. This may be him. This may be a prank call. Oh, this is definitely not him.
Out of service.
All right. All right. So that was my trying to find you guys this answer.
We're gonna get you the answer though. We're gonna get you the answers we know you want and you need.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that means I'm gonna have my uncle and cousin on the same podcast at the same time.
Yep.
That's all I mean.
It's gonna be very religious, a very emotional, a very vulnerable podcast.
Honestly, that'll be a different podcast. I'm really intrigued how
you should take callers in that want to confess about stuff.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of cool, right?
If
you did something you're ashamed of, here's your shot.
You don't even need to say your name. Like I literally have a number for the podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Completely anonymous. You can say the most insane thing.
Yeah, you can make a text now number and then call, and they will literally forgive you, tell you what to do.
Yeah, tell you what to do. Step by step.
And we will find out if you can say you can kill somebody.
Yeah, we'll find that out first before we say it because we don't going to get you on track.
Honestly,
unless we actually did kill somebody, then maybe.
Honestly, I'm intrigued. No, but you know what? My uncle answered the phone.
That's what he said about all of his cousins.
That did. But I think he really will answer the phone.
All right, let's see. I see you switched the strategy up and did a regular call instead of a phone.
Yeah, well, I have his number.
Oh, yeah, true.
I haven't texted or called Manny in the longest time.
Well, I mean, your other cousins, you all tried the FaceTime and none of it worked.
Yeah, well, they're girls.
That's a good point.
Hello?
Hey, Uncle, it's Effie.
Hey, Effie. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, just so you know, you're live. I have a podcast, so like a radio show pretty much, and you're live on it, just so you're aware.
I'm sorry. Say again?
I have like a radio show pretty much. It's like a podcast.
Give me a second. Because I'm losing you.
No worries. Can you hear me now?
Hi, I'm sorry, Effie. I'm actually out of the country right now. That's why I'm having such a hard time
snap.
hearing you. So, what's up? Say again?
So, I'm just letting you know you're live. I'm recording you because we're on a radio show. I have a radio show pretty much, and you're on it. So I'm recording your voice, just so you know. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because this show right now is pretty much about like religion and like church and like being a priest. We had a question. So when someone's doing like a confession to you, you've done confession, I'm sure, right? Plenty of times.
Yes.
So when someone is confessing, if they confess that they kill somebody, do you have to tell like the police, or are you keeping that to yourself? Well, how's that work?
You are legally obligated to report it to the authorities.
So so you have to.
You have to, yes.
Oh,
if you do not, then you become an accessory to that crime.
Oh, so me and Casey, because we went to Catholic school. I guess we were obviously wrong. I thought you were told, like, I thought like you were supposed to keep it to yourself.
Well, yes and no. See, when you confess, basically you're confessing your sins, and obviously killing someone is a sin because God says thou shalt not kill, right?
Yep.
But that is a sin that you cannot hide
Mm,
because that person can turn around and do it again
that is
and again
true.
and again, and so where does the sin stop? How many times he's gonna come in and say, hey, I killed somebody else, I killed somebody else, I killed another person, I killed another person. So that person, I mean, the priest or the person doing the confession is legally obligated
Is there like a time
to say
restraint?
it.
So like, how about if they were like, say if they were like 40 years old and they're like, hey, I killed somebody when I was 15. Do you still have to report it, or is that like a time restraint where it doesn't matter no more?
Well, you should do it immediately because otherwise you'll end up with what happened in the Catholic Church with the abuse, the sexual abuse in the children,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
and then there's no remedy.
That's true.
Okay, I mean, in Christ, in the kingdom of God, you are supposed to forgive your transgressor, but that's your responsibility. It's not the police. It's not society's. You can forgive that person, but that person has to pay for that sin, for that crime.
That's intriguing.
You
Because
know?
my friend who's here on the podcast, he hasn't spoke yet, but he's in the Baptist church, and he says
Yes.
they don't have that in the Baptist church. They don't have confession at all.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
like
I
being
mean,
afraid of God one-on-one.
I don't know what to tell you because the Bible says that you should confess your sins.
Yeah. We're saying
know?
like I was just saying like he's not
It's-
using confession at all. So we were both intrigued.
Well, I mean, to me, that's kind of a short of what the Bible says.
Intriguing. I appreciate your answer.
Yeah. Give me a call like next weekend, like Friday.
Oh yeah, let's do it up.
I should be back in the States.
All right, cool. Let's set it up. I appreciate the you answering my call.
All right, my man.
All right, love you.
Take care. Love you too.
Bye. So me and Casey were completely wrong.
Definitely wrong.
So if you call in, don't say you kill
don't
somebody.
say kill somebody because you might go to jail. Also, why am I not surprised that when you called your family member, they were out of the country like you are all the fucking time? The whole family travels, which is crazy. Did he come out of my religion a little bit? He might have came out of the psychology.
He slightly did. He was like,
I don't know about that. That might be wrong. What? My heart just dropped a little bit.
Like he held it back. He was like, well, I don't know, but
Well, I think he left out the part is that we do the confession, but just straight to God. Which he probably knows.
Well, I left that out.
Yeah. Which he probably already knew.
Fault.
And
Yeah,
he's
that's
probably
my fault.
still wrong.
Yeah.
Wow, hilarious.
No,
Wow.
that was
This is an interesting spin. Travel, football, religion. Yeah, that's basically what we talked about.
we're an hour and 25 minutes. That's pretty much a podcast right there. So we can do a part 2, but we can end this part 1 off right there. That was a definitely intriguing trajectory went down. None of that was planned. It was all organic.
Yeah, I really appreciate you having me on, man. I'm definitely excited to come back on, which I'm pretty sure most people say. Host with the most here with them big gold Oakleys.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to get this shit
That's his new
popping.
staple. That's his.
Oh yes.
That's his claim to fame right there. Them big ass Oakleys.
Oh, for sure. So if you guys see these Oakleys out, you're gonna see them tonight at Day Trail. So say what up. Ask me for an autograph, a picture. I got you, baby girl. Let's get it.